Welcome back, everyone. Here is a look at the stories you need to know to get your day started. Across the country overnight, thousands joined together for more protests sparked from the killing of George Floyd while in police custody. Overnight in New York, marchers defied a curfew and filled the Manhattan Bridge. And you can see in this video as protesters crowded onto that iconic bridge. Many say they became trapped when police set up barricades at both ends. For the seventh straight day, hundreds gathered late into the night in Los Angeles. The demonstration was held in Hollywood, where thousands took to the streets. Protesters also gathered in downtown Los Angeles and outside the mayor's Hancock Park residence. There were no major reports of violence or looting in the city. Police say they arrested nearly 250 protesters, citing them with curfew violations. A different scene in Oakland, which saw a night of relative calm. Police say Tuesday's demonstration was significantly smaller and remained peaceful just one night after police had clashed with demonstrators. Police had no barricades and made no calls to disperse the crowd or threaten protesters with arrest. Officers thanked the protesters for their peaceful gathering. And new this morning, the U.S. has lost more than 2.76 million jobs in the month of May. Those numbers from payroll company ADP. Many of those jobs have been shuttered as the economic damage of the coronavirus pandemic compounds into its third month. In total, ADP says more than 22.6 million jobs have been lost since March. Presidential candidate Joe Biden is the projected winner for the several state primary contests held Tuesday. Some of those votes, including the major battleground state of Pennsylvania, were delayed from the spring due to coronavirus concerns. The Democratic contest has long been settled, with Biden's chief rivals all having endorsed his candidacy. NBC News projects that Biden needs to win just over 100 more delegates to formally wrap up the nomination. A Chinese company contracted by California to make hundreds of millions of protective masks missed a Sunday deadline for federal certification, and that means this is the second time the company will have its shipments to California delayed. An Officer of Emergency Services spokesperson says the state is now deciding whether to give the company more time or to seek a refund for about $250 million in upfront payments. We have been following a deadly officer-involved shooting in Shasta County overnight. We know that it involved a Shasta County Sheriff's deputy, and it happened in the 22,000 block of Adobe Road in Cottonwood. Action News Now has confirmed that deputies were called to that property where the shooting happened shortly before 11 Tuesday morning. Action News Now is also working to find out more about the man involved who was shot and why the deputy fired his weapon. The Trinity County Sheriff's Office is making a public apology, and one deputy is now on administrative leave after what is described as inappropriate and discriminatory posts was made by that deputy to their personal social media account. The Sheriff's Office says the deputy's actions do not reflect the sentiment of the department.